say three things to men all the time.
Yeah.
Understand the man that you are, that you become. And you may not be happy with that man. It's because you know who you are doesn't mean that you are happy. Many men, especially the ones that have gone through what we've gone through, is that they are trying not to be like the man that raised them.
You're working hard to not be your father.
You're working too hard to not be your father. But the thing is that you cannot become by not trying to be.
Yes.
You cannot.
Yes.
Like that's not a way to exist as a person. That's why then you have this conflict, this cognitive dissonance. There's so many things that can never be in your mind. And that's why you're struggling to become, because all your life is you trying not to be something.
So you're trying to live by running away from something, but you're actually not becoming the thing that you desire to be, because all your energy is spent on running away.
On running away, or not becoming. Man. So the second thing is figure out then who have you become.
Come on, man.
All right. And then say, of who I have become, what do I like about that man? All right. I like that this man is understanding. I like that this man is willing to change and all of that. But I don't like that this man sees other people as, especially women, as someone to serve them.
Yeah.
Realize that, okay, maybe let's say you grew up as one boy among the girls and your mother. Everybody served you.
Served you, yeah.
That's how you see them.
Sure.
So when you go out look for a woman, you're looking for your sister.
Yeah.
You're looking for your mom. That's what you're looking for. And if the woman does not become that, then you don't feel loved.
Sure.
You find it difficult to feel loved. Like this woman could love you to death, but because she's not doing what your mother used to do, there's no way in your mind, you don't have mental properties to process that and interpret that as love.
As love, yeah.
Now you're fighting her for the way she loves you, and then you're crying for her to love you the way that your mother loved, but
she's not your mom.
She's not your mom. She's not your mom, right? And she doesn't have responsibility towards you in that way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then on this side here as a woman is to realize that as much as it is true that you may have observed some of the things you've observed that we're not happy with, this man, as much as he may have benefited, he also is a victim.
Yeah.
He's a victim of the circumstance.
Yeah.
All right. And for you to take all of your anger out on him is not helpful.
He's not your dad.
It's not your dad.
Yeah.
You cannot be now wanting him to pay for what your dad did, what your brother's not doing. Like, why you don't make him pay, especially if he is doing what he can to fight to become the man that can love you well. But because of you become so hardened in your heart, you don't care. And so the second part of awareness is about self.
Yeah.
Like if it's all about self, it's all about what you're not getting and what you should be getting and what the other person must do. And if they don't, you're going to. And if they, you have all of these conditions about it better not. You have an ultimatum on steroids. Yeah. Like everything of yours is an ultimatum.
Yeah.
You're ready to go any given moment. Oh, he sniffed funny. I'm gone.
Yeah. Sure.
Sure. Oh, he likes those shoes and they look like my dad. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Like anything is ready to trigger you to go. You need help. You need healing. You need healing.
Yeah.
Because the question that I've been saying is that, do you know how to be loved in a safe environment? Do you know how to feel love in a safe environment? Or are you have you become so accustomed to fighting that the only way for you to feel in power is when you're fighting? Like if you're not fighting, you feel vulnerable.
Oof.
You're unsettled. Something bad is going to happen.
That's your understanding of what life is.
Mm-hmm.
When there's peace, your brain freaks out.
Yeah, peace is a trap. It's a setup.
Yeah. Or it's a red flag that something bad is about to happen.
Exactly.
Why do we have peace? Why do we have stability? And so you're constantly chasing for, let's aggravate, let's poke the bear, because then this band I'm forgetting their name now, but they had a line: you cut me or you prick me. To bleed, just so that you know that I'm still alive, and I'm butchering the line.
Yes, yeah.
But I cut myself to bleed just so that I know I'm alive, and so you're constantly poking the bear. It's the same as trying to cut yourself to see I still have blood, So you just end up with a lot of cuts. You're always fighting because the sign of blood is is
It's a sign
is
of
evidence.
life.
Is
Yeah,
that
it's
it's a
evidence
sign
of
of life.
Yeah, it's a sign of life.
Man.
And it's like one of these things, like,
Man.
let's say, talk about the whole peace thing.
Sure.
Here's a very interesting thought. Let's say that you are this woman that grew up this way, but you meet a black who was raised by both her parents in a very healthy environment, very confident, knows that they don't have to labor for love. They just know that, you know what, they are lovable and they're confident and they can take and they can receive help. They can ask for stuff. They're not necessarily selfish in any way, but they're quite confident to ask for things and to say no if they don't want to get anything done, and they only do what they want to do. Do you know what I mean? And then here you come, and then this guy is aggravating you because you've never seen a confident man that is not oppressive.
Yes. Yeah.
And then just the mere fact of their confidence is a trigger for you to feel like you're being oppressed.
Yeah. And his confidence is actually motivated by love.
It's exactly.
He is loving, and therefore he knows he needs to show up in a certain way that could carry that love.
Exactly. And then he's able to hold you accountable.
Yeah.
But where you come from, accountability was a way into trouble.
Yes.
You were like you were being rebuked. When you were being held accountable, it was like you're gonna get in trouble. And you're being accused. And sometimes in a chaotic environment, there are many false accusations. And so you develop a very defensive way of looking at things.
Yep.
So when this poor soul is like, hey, I don't particularly like it when you talk to me that way. Like, don't control me. This one is controlling. You know? I don't know. This one is, men always put themselves first.
Yeah.
He's able to say, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know? But I'll do it if you want. No, but you must want to do it with me.
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't have to want to do it with you.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. You should actually be very happy.
I still have agency. I have
You know what I'm
feelings.
saying? You have agency. In fact, how you should see it is that, oh wow, he's willing to do something that he doesn't want to do for me.
For me.
And not have this thing where you're thinking, oh, he's forcing himself.
Sure.
Actually, you want somebody to force themselves.
Yes.
It's a sign of love.
Sacrifice.
It's sacrifice.
They're pushing themselves.
I don't know why sometimes we don't want that. Like, I don't want you to force you. Like,
it's what you were saying earlier on. It's that feminine energy. Things need to be spontaneous.
Like, not everything's spontaneous.
Not everything's spontaneous.
Some of the things
Sometimes
are hard.
They're hard, man.
You know?
Yeah.
But because of the value, because of I value you,
Sure.
I am willing to forego my own comfort and my own preferences to go with what makes you feel loved because I don't need it. See, the thing about a confident person is that I don't need you to do one more thing. So yes, I can forgo because I've got the love. I've been loved. I have it. And I can give it to you.
Yeah.
Because I've received it freely. So I can be able also to give it to you for free. And I don't also expect to labor for it with you. But where you come from, everybody's laboring for love.
For love, man.
They're laboring for love. You know, you got to make sure that you don't say anything wrong. You do more. You serve. You do what they tell you to do. If you don't, then there are threats and all of that. You come from an environment where you're not just loved for who you are, but you're loved for what you do. You're hated for what you don't do. In fact, even the way you do it can become an issue.
Yeah.
And then if you you see how that becomes a problem.
Yeah.
You know, and the same thing also applies with men, where they really get that woman that has been very loved very well.
Yeah.
That has got that confidence.
Yeah.
And they love you not because of they want you to serve to perform. Oh, let's talk about this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Come on,
let's do this. This is probably the most common one.
Yeah.
Than what I just explained.
Sure.
The most common one is, here comes Jabu.
Yeah.
Jabu broken.
Yeah.
Hey, when are we broken? Jabu is broken. Jabu means Nolly. Nolly is not broken.
Yeah.
She comes from a healthy father, healthy mother,
mom.
good brothers, good environment.
She knows what love is.
She knows what love is.
She knows what marriage is.
You know, and she is beautiful.
Yeah.
But she doesn't carry her beauty as some kind of a power tool that she weaponizes.
No.
As a matter of fact, she's so sick and tired of people talking to her about her beauty.
Sure.
And she's very consciously neglecting that aspect of her. But when what do you see? Yo,
Shambul.
boss, palesa.
Yeah.
I mean, like you see this beauty, right? You know, she smiles and the whole world lights up. And then she comes from a good family. Yo.
Yeah.
You're thinking, yo, she comes from a good family. She's very beautiful.
Yeah.
I come from a broken family. And she says yes.
Yes.
And then you're like,
Yeah. Bold as.
you know, there's after that whole, I'm
Yeah.
the man is like, no matter why.
Yeah.
No matter why me. And then you are in that moment of unbelief.
Yeah.
Like you cannot reconcile the fact that someone like her has said yes
to you, man.
to you. Right? And then you feel like now I've got to perform. Or she wants me to perform. And then, brother, you perform. And then you're working. And then you're performing.
Yeah.
Because you're thinking she comes from money.
Yeah.
So you're buying all these expensive things. But when you can't anymore, then you're going out commercial Nisa.
Hey.
And now you start getting into debt.
Hey.
Right?
Yeah.
Or you start to do things and then you start to really sort of mess up your life. And then she's like, but Ndot, kanjani?
I didn't come here for that.
Like, what are you doing?
Yep.
And on this side, she's doing very well, by the way, because she comes from stability.
Yeah.
And she's just like,
Yeah.
and we're now on this side. You're struggling now. And now you get into that whole become abusive, psychologically abusive, even physically abusive.
Yeah.
And then you're feeling sorry for yourself sometimes. Maybe you're not abusive because you are a very constrained type. You're feeling sorry. You withdraw into your corner. And she always has to come in there, into your corner. Baby.
What's happening?
Boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, poor me boy.
Yeah.
You're behaving like a little kid.
Yeah.
And then when she's like, okay, I can help you. Oh, I'm food. You're like a little kid.
Yeah.
Oh, what you know, like you're behaving like a little kid because of you going through whatever you're going through.
Yeah.
And then a part of you still feels like, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this.
Yeah.
I don't deserve this. And you start behaving in a very self-sabotaging way. You start, and there's a point where she's like, listen, I'm sick and tired of this rubbish.
Yeah.
I love you. But dude, you need to go heal.
You need to heal, man.
You know, and you don't want to go to counseling again. Because papa, you know, I'm not gonna go to counseling.
Yeah.
You know, I know those guys with so much English.
Yeah.
You don't want to go there. You don't want to get healed. You don't want to sort yourself out. And then you're gonna lose an incredible woman because of your stubbornness.
Yeah.
Because of your lack of humility. Because you're not dealing with your shame, with your guilt, and with your fears, because of insecurities. You're going to lose an incredible woman. You're going to lose out on an incredible life that you could have built together for yourself and for your kids.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be develop that victim mentality. You complain to everybody, you know, empowered women.
Yeah.
No, it's not empowered women. It's you.
You need a healing, man.
It's you.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. There's more in that conversation. If you want to check out the full episode, click on the video right now or the link in the description box.